X-Men! Welcome to Burger and Fries! Bop, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da-ba. Squibbity-da-da, beep, boop. Beans and toast. So heyo, welcome to the streamo. Today-o, we're gonna be playing some X-Men on the arcade. I saw Godzilla vs. Kong today. It was decent. Godzilla X Kong. You know what? I'm just gonna call it Godzilla vs. Kong 2 Electric Kongaloo. Man, this movie, Godzilla X Kong, feels very much like a Pulp Fiction fantasy movie because, you know, underground civilizations, dragons, monsters, giant apes, and whatnot. You know, it feels very Pulp Fiction, just, you know, like low fantasy, like swords and sorcery kind of fantasy. Also, speaking of Pulp Fiction and swords and sorcery fantasy, I have a poll. You can vote on it. The poll is not working.
X-Men.
Where is it? There it is. Yes. Now you too can vote on next vote, big stream. Wolverine will be there. He's best X-Men. Okay, we're gonna play as my favorite X-Men out of these jabronis.
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. I think he's neat. X-Men! God, Konami used to be golden gods of video gaming. So, I really enjoyed Godzilla X Kong. I keep calling it Godzilla vs. Kong. Like some sort of silly, like some sort of ninny. Do I think it is as good as Godzilla -1? No, of course not. But it's not trying to be what Godzilla -1 was trying to be. And I respect it for just being its own thing, you know? Of course, Nightcrawler doing jump kicks feels very in character with him. Do I feel like we'll get another sequel to Godzilla X Kong? Probably. I can definitely say it feels like Kong is the main protagonist of the MonsterVerse at this point. These Sentinels are tiny. Oh yes! Ah yes, my mutant power is dying! It is I! Shitty Cyclops! That's my mutant power! Shouldn't that be Phoenix's mutant power? Just because, you know, she always comes back. I can't think of... A lot of the X-Men have actually died and come back, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it. Oh, hey, it's Pyro. Remember, kids, Pyro's superpower is not that he can generate fire, it's that he's pyrokinetic. He can control fire. There's a difference, kids. That's why he has a flamethrower. I mean, with a nozzle, I could control fire. Not as cool as he can, but, you know, I could control, you know, the width of my flamethrower. But you don't see me calling myself an X-Men! Mr. Pyro Man! Out of all the evil Brotherhood of Mutants, you certainly are one of them. So this game was actually based off of the failed X-Men pilot Pride of the X-Men, which I think has a VHS of it, or had a VHS of it, but never got past that stage. To me, my Sexmen! But Professor, we already had an orgy last week! That's no way to talk, Dick Clops. Ball locks? Yeah, ball locks is better. Leg locks! There we go! That would be the porn parody name of Cyclops. Leg locks! I knew I had it in me somewhere. Much like cum. Here come the heroes. Take that, arm robot thing. Take that, Sentinel. Where's Nimrod, the future Sentinel? He was a cool character. He was a cooler character than we've ever had before. I still need to watch the latest episode of X-Men 97. It just makes me want to go back and read Claremont's run of X-Men, which is a fun time. Even if it gets kind of wacky space adventures. But whatever, I'm there for the wacky space adventures. And, Charles's possible bird alien girlfriend, if I remember correctly. Oh, no! My mutant power! It ran out! That's not how it works in the comics, but okay! So let's see, Nightcrawler. Okay, we need a good porn parody name for Nightcrawler. One Baller? I can do better. I can do better, chat. Come smaller? Yeah, we're getting there. Teleport hole? I'll come up with something. There's got to be a butthole and portal joke in there somewhere. I mean, if I could come up with leg locks for Cyclops, I can do anything. Jean Grey Marvel Girl. Well, I mean, that's what she used to call herself. She used to call herself Marvel Girl, but no one calls her that. Except for weirdos like me. I mean, Phoenix is easy. It's Phoenix, but with 3 X's at the end. That's an easy one. That's a simple one. Fiend Triple X. I feel like that is an actual porn star name, though. But anyways, this is my X-Men porn parody. Magneto would be, I don't know, Dick Burrito? No. That sounds like a used car salesman. Hello, I'm Dick Burrito, and I'm here to tell you about Dick Burrito's Hyundai and Ford.
Dazzler.
Let's be Dazzler. Dazzle her! There we go. Vajazzle her. There we go. Vajazzle her. That would be her porn parody name. See, this is why I should be... This is why I'm an idiot, chat. I'm a doofus. I'm a goof. Dazzler, use your power to turn sound into energy and light and shit. Dazzle your enemy or vajazzle them. She's got a booty, though. Got that ass. Nothing can move the blob.
Nothing moves the...
The blob would just be the blob. But instead of referring to his girth, it would refer to, well, his girth. If you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's me, Duke Nukem. So, besides Godzilla vs. Kong, X-Kong, X is an X-Men! Oh no.
Cyclops.
Optic Blast!
Nothing.
Havoc would be have sex, of course. A little stretch. Much like Cyclops' asshole after he gets fucked by a Colossus.
X-Men. We have been taken by Magneto. However, we had time to locate their base on Island M. Destroy it.
But what about Asteroid N? I mean, Magneto did have a space base that one time. Ah, yes. Your mutant power is just being a fucking alligator. So, what is your mutant power? Well, as you can see, I am a fucking alligator man. Alright, fair enough. So, you just have alligator powers then. Well, basically, yes. You know, superhuman jaw strength, I could hold my breath underwater. Not very useful on land. But boy howdy, in water and swamp, I'm very useful.
Colossus.
Colossus's mutant powers is being made out of metal and being a big Russian man. Yes, it is I, Colossus, here to kick ass and be Russian. Preferably in that water. Colossus wanted to go to space, but they would not let Colossus. No. These things, no. I don't care what your mutant power is. That's weird. Don't like it. Gotta kill him. Your mutant power is death, for all I consider. Also, I love this jabroni outfit on it, Cyclops. I'm more of the blue and yellow color scheme because I think it's just a nice team color for the X-Men, and I like it when all the X-Men have that color, but some people prefer the brown and sort of yellowish, orangish kind of team colors for the X-Men. I can understand that. I can respect that. Yes, bees, He-Man, bees. I am Skeletor. Here come the heroes. You know, sending Colossus after Magneto is the worst idea ever. Ah, yes, who do we take care of? The Master of Magnetism. I don't know, how about Johnny Ivan Metal Friend over here? Yeah, that'll teach Magneto, sending him literally a guy made of metal. That reminds me of that time, the Fantastic Four beat Magneto with a fucking wooden gun. I'm not joking, that happened one time in the cartoons. It was great. So how did you beat Magneto? Wooden gun. X-Men! Oh! Oh. Okay, we've already done leg locks. Colossus would just be the name of his dong, and it would turn into metal, of course, because that they're, you know, dazzle or vajazzle her.
X-Men, welcome to die.
Welcome to die! Let's see. Wendigo, you may be a big man who's also a beast monster. But I'm also a big man too, and I'm Russian and I'm made out of metal. Sadly, Colossus cannot get near an MRI. Ah, Colossus has got them cheeks, though. He's got them cheeks, though. Yes, the cheeks are very important. Eat vegetables for good cheeks. Be like Colossus. Yet again, your Gatorman powers are no use against me. I'm Colossus. I'm a big Russian man. What have you got? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Godzilla X Kong, like I said, it's not gonna be like a smart movie or anything, but it's not trying that, you know. It's not trying that. There's a lot of cute little references. And it makes me wonder, like, where the series is going to go, because it's gone basically full fantasy, in my opinion. It's good to see that Dr. Wily is working with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Or just the Brotherhood of Mutants, depending on what version we're talking about. Colossus, of course, hits like a dump truck, as Colossus should do. You know, Colossus hitting like a dump truck. Very important for his character. I can't think of anything to do with Storm in this thing I'm going with here. Imagine you're a mutant, right? And your mutant power is whatever the fuck this guy mutant power is. Right? Just imagine that you could turn into metal. Sure, it sounds cool, but it's got to make your life very impractical while you're still made out of, you know, metal. Yes, I can become metal. Okay, that's cool. Is that all you can do? Yes, these bust, right? I mean, I feel like, sure, you could be super strong and you're much more durable than a human, but that's not very useful on your daily basis. All I'm saying is the other X-Men probably ask him, and all the other super strong X-Men, like, you know, Warpath and, Strong Guy really isn't an X-Men member. You know. To move furniture around. They probably ask him and Beast a lot to move the furniture in the, you know, the X-Mansion. You know, the Academy. And Forge is using his mutant power of building things and also magic to make a magic thingy that can do it. Yeah, there are mutant wizards. There's people who are whose mutant power is I'm a fucking wizard. I guess Rogue counts as one of those members with super strength, but she got hers from Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, depending on, you know which version you want to count. The Carol Danvers version, not Marvel, of course. That's back when, you know, Carol Danvers was just a buddy pal with the X-Men. I like that version of her better because, oh sure, she was a competent Air Force pilot still, but I don't know, there's something that's about Brie Larson that I just don't like. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a nice person, but she just has this smug aura about her that I can't stand.
You must rescue the professor.
Sure, I'll rescue Professor Charles Xavier, the man who can melt minds with his mind. Then again, robots don't have brains, so telepathy, telekinesis... Well, I mean, telekinesis can still work on robots, just... You know... Not telepathy. Mind control has no effect on robots. That's a different mutant power altogether. That's, mechanokinesis? Technokinesis, I believe is the word I'm looking for. Ah, yes, Ted, be weird, the dork who knows these things instead of how to get girlfriend, yes! Women think you're cool and smell nice. You do not eat the beauty. Look, I'm gonna yell and my metal will explode, and that'll do something. Yes, it is I, Colossus, best character in all of GAM. Of course I picked the character who hits like a fucking dump truck. Of course I do that. It's a beat 'em up game. Why wouldn't I pick the game who... Game English. English good, yes. Oh hey, it's Emma Frost. Yes, 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 you welcome me to die. That's a nice thing. Did you know that I'm made out of metal? Were you aware of this? Would you like to see why they call me Colossus, baby? Steel dildos, baby. Yes! You know, they have these big fucking cannons. Well, what kind of metal is Colossus made out of? I actually probably should know this. There's probably an answer to this, and I don't remember it, but... it's probably something really simple, and I'm stupid. Watch it be like the cardboardium, you know, the fake adamantium the Soviets used for fucking Omega Red or something, if I remember correctly. Remember Omega Red? Everyone's favorite character? Yes, it is I, Omega Red, best character. Well, in the Weapon X program, anyways. If adamantium is so unbreakable, how did they inject it into Wolverine's bones? I understand it's a comic, right? You're not supposed to think about it. It's just to be like cool, indestructible metal skeleton. So cool. So cool. I wonder if Wolverine always tricks security things every time he goes through. And he's just like, I got metal in me, bub. And they go, oh, okay, bub. Airport security has to be a nightmare for him. Oh, hey, it's that weird cyborg guy. I can't remember his name from the X-Men. I know I can't remember him, but I know the X-Men fought that cyborg guy. I can't remember his name. So what's your mutant power? I can shoot a gun. That's not a mutant power. Well, okay then.
Juggernaut will flatten you.
Now, Juggernaut, remember, not a mutant. He gets his power from a fucking helmet. But nothing can stop the Juggernaut. He's invincible. So I feel like, you know, me just hitting him isn't doing any me good. You know, seeing as he's, you know, invincible. And the only way to get him to weaken is to take off his silly little helmet so he's immune. You know, he gets weakened to psychic attacks. There, now he's weak! Now we can kill him! That's the problem with having someone who's invincible in a video game. You can't make them invincible. That would be cheap. I like to call this the Superman paradox. Where it would be fun to play as this character, but without... I'm sure there's a good way to do an invincible character like Superman. Some people suggested making, like... The point is you gotta rescue people, right? You're Superman, you have to rescue people. Which means if people die, you fail the mission, right? That makes sense. Superman cares about people. You want to save the people. There we go.
Nice job. Magneto is over there. Follow me.
I like it. I like your hover wheelchair better. I'm not gonna lie and say I like your hover wheelchair better. Still like his hover wheelchair. Mystique, you're hot. Just gonna say it. You're hot. Just gonna punch these robots. You know, they are friends with the robot. His name is Warlock, and he's a... Well, he's kind of like a robot organism thingy from Space Metal Man planet, and he's a mutant who can feel emotions. That's it. That's his mutation, is that he can feel emotions. And no one else on his planet can. Imagine being the only man on your planet with the ability to feel depression. That's gotta be weird to explain to someone. What is this depression you speak of? It is I, Commander Data. That is a benefit. Data, don't become human. We can feel depressed, Data. That's one of the flaws of the meat organism that we're made out of, is that, you know, we can feel depressed, Data. Or should it be... It should be Mr. Data. I'm gonna say it. It should be Mr. Data. Mr. Data! Why are there clones of Pyro? Because Konami needed more villains to flesh out the roster, so they decided, fuck it, we'll put in a boss. Or just imagine pyrokinesis being the most, like, normal mutation there is. Like, you get mutation, but, like, 90% of the time, your mutant gene just gives you pyrokinesis. That'd be funny. Yeah, just imagine, like, the most common mutation is, like, the ability to control snails or some shit. And, like, 90% of mutants can just control snails with their minds. It's just a bonus. I don't know why that scenario is fucking hilarious to me. Like, every mutant can do this. None of them think it's all that strange. Or your mutant power is something just off-the-wall bizarre that you have to explain, like King Crimson. So, you have the power to, let's see here, control the ability of skyfish, which are a kind of cryptid, which may or may not theoretically exist in any universe, plane, or existence, but only on Tuesday nights after you've eaten a gallon of yogurt. Yep, that's my mutant power, Charles Xavier. Are we sure this guy's a mutant? Yep, Cerebo. Welcome to the X-Men. And then he turns out to be the most fucking overpowered X-Men because fucking Skyfish are just overpowered and can alter reality at his will. Wilm? Wilm. You know what? That's another mutant superpower. So what is your mutant superpower? Wilm. What is Wilm? Wilm! And then he just shows them his like recognizable mutant power mumbo jumbo, and they're like, holy fuck, your mutant power is non-Euclidean geometry based. Wilm. My mutant power is the ability to randomly generate noises from my butthole. That's cool, I guess. Is that all you can do? Yeah. I'm not even talking with my mouth. Oh my god, you are.
X-Men, X-Men. Magneto is planning to attack Earth from his asteroid base. You must foil his plan before it's too late.
I guess this means we get to go to space. So what's your superpower? Mutant superpower. I can gold plate things. So you can turn things into gold. No, I can turn things into gold-plated things. I can make them look like gold, but it's not actual gold. That's kind of a lame superpower. Well, fuck you, buddy. I think it's pretty cool. So what's your mutant power? I can summon ham sandwiches from the ether. That's it? Yeah. Yeah, I can summon a ham sandwich whenever I feel like it. It just appears whenever I feel like a ham sandwich. I can just make it happen. That's not very useful for superheroics. Oh yeah? You just tried to fill my lungs with ham sandwiches, didn't you? You better believe I did, buddy. Welcome to the X-Men. Yeah, just imagine your power is I can summon ham sandwiches, and you just fill fucking Magneto's lungs with ham sandwiches. And then you just save the Earth and go home and eat a ham sandwich. I mean, there's a guy who could turn into ice cream in the X-Men comics, so, you know, anything's possible. There's got to be some weird-ass mutant powers they don't write about. And the ham sandwich guy is called Deli Man, by the way. I've tried other sandwiches, but they don't come out right. I tried meatloaf, didn't come out right. Tasted like a ham sandwich, still. You know, this is my new OC X-Men, Deli Man. His mutant power is the ability to summon ham sandwiches. He doesn't know where they come from. All he knows is that he can do it whenever he wants to. And then we learned that there's an alternate universe full of infinite ham sandwiches that he brings forth the ham sandwiches from. And his mind is just a portal to it or something, I don't know. So, what's your mutant power? I'm dummy thick. Welcome aboard, Blob. I know Blob could also alter his personal mass, which makes him, you know, literally unmovable, but also superhumanly strong and superhumanly girth. And also, it could be any kind of ham sandwich. It just needs to contain ham and bread, and he can summon it into the ether. Other toppings, like cheese, he can do, too. I'm just having fun creating a character off the top of my head, chat. Let me have this, okay? Let me have Deli Manic and his existence be there for us, chat. Death to you, Emma Frost. You bitch. Juggernaut, you may be unstoppable, but I have infinite continues in an arcade game. I'm sorry if you can hear my arcade stick going, chat. But it's so good. Oh, I love this arcade stick of mine. I love this arcade stick of mine. Here come the heroes.
I am Magneto. You are nothing.
I don't know, I'm the man made out of metal, and I'm gonna beat you somehow. Using the power of infinite lives and cheese. Delicious, delicious cheese. Hey, Ricky, but didn't Magneto try to sell us something? No, Bullwinkle, you're thinking of Magneto! The NFT salesman! That's his tag on the internet! This is a terrible bit, Rocky! Why am I me? Wait, no, this bit. Ah, it's terrible. God, I love Magneto's colors. I love the purple and the crimson-y red sort of. It's so good color scheme. I'm just punching Magneto to death. That'll work. The master of magnetism. You know, that wouldn't all be that useful on a spaceship. Because, you know, Magneto needs air to breathe. He can't, you know, live in space as far as I know. I mean, he could fling himself to Earth via its magnetism, which is fucking insane.
Alas, that was Mystique, not Magneto. Magneto is at another place. Go, X-Men.
Thanks, Charles Xavier. Another place, not, you know...
I am Magneto, master of Magneto.
You'll be master of the Bader as soon as I'm done with you. Russian beats up Holocaust survivor.
X-Chicken.
Yeah, I think Magneto still needs air to breathe, though. You know, he still needs air. Even though he can shield himself in his magnetism.
You X-Men come to die.
He said come to. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I pay taxes.
Kill you. You are dead.
This Magneto is a large ham.
Kill you.
But then again, I can imagine one guy, you know, just not knowing enough about the English language, you know, Magnus or Eric or whatever you want to call yourself.
X-Men come to die. Kill you. You are dead.
Whatever your real name is, Magneto. Is it Magnus? Is it Eric? Is it both? Is it Charlie? Nah. I mean, Magneto's still pretty fucking buff for a dude his age. Even if this took place in the 90s, you know, he's in his late... He's gotta be, what, in his late 60s by now? I'm just saying, Magneto is pretty fucking jacked for a dude his age.
Helpless against my power, come to die.
40s. So, let's see. Let's say he was around in 30s. So, it's... 30s, 40s... 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, yeah. A guy in his 60s or 70s.
Dead! You shall meet with my wrath!
Didn't you make your children go to the high evolutionary, my friend?
You are dead! X-Chicken! Die, X-Men! You are dead! Die!
We killed an old man. He's dead. Oh no. Whatever will we do? Well, rest in peace, all the people who were on that asteroid. You know, Magneto's defeated. The X-Men have succeeded. Earth will have victory, but still, the battle against the threats of evil has just begun. The struggle of the X-Men will be continued. Producer Lee! Captain O. Yashano and Naomi. T. Matsaru. Yeah. So yeah, that was X-Men. Extra large men, even. It took me years to realize that X-Men is also a play on words of their X-Men. It took me forever to get that, but it's also because of Charles Xavier. Hee-ho. Look, man, it's funny to me. Well, that's the X-Men. Here come the heroes. Well, that was X-Men for the arcade. To these streams, even if it's just one or two people, I know what we're gonna play, and I don't care if I get copyright struck. You can't hurt me anymore. But just in case, we're gonna do a little trickery here, just to be safe. One moment. Goodbye, Jojo.